Welcome to another video walk around. Today we're going to be taking a look at this 2021 Toyota Corolla Hybrid CVT in this gorgeous classic silver metallic color. This front wheel drive 4-door 5-passenger sedan comes with a 4-cylinder hybrid engine mounted to an automatic transmission. Starting on the exterior with some of the notable features, you got a very stylish and aggressive front end thanks to the really large and expansive black grille with the mesh pattern up front. And we've also got the Toyota badging with the blue highlights to denote the hybrid status of this vehicle. We've also got these really sharp and aggressive headlamps with the LED daytime running lights and the massive projector beam headlights. This vehicle looks really stylish, and it's got a very low and aggressive stance. As we move around to the side of the vehicle, you'll notice the 15-inch alloy rims that the vehicle currently rides on. And as we look up top here, you've got the hybrid badging. As we continue down the vehicle, you'll notice the great looking side profile. And as we continue around the back, we've got the great looking tail lights, as well as that same Toyota badging with the blue accents. And we've also got the hybrid badging back here as well. Underneath, we do have the chrome tipped exhaust, and you've got another great looking side profile from the passenger side. This vehicle looks great, but it drives even better, so let's go ahead and hop inside and take a look at some of the notable interior features. Hopping inside this Corolla is nice and easy thanks to the smart key system. Though of course you do also have your standard remote lock and unlock functions, and you've also got the trunk release on the key fob, which is a handy feature to pop the trunk without having to open the car up. But like I mentioned, this vehicle is equipped with a proximity smart key system, so simply walking up the key on your person and putting your hand in the door will unlock the vehicle, and you have these two lines here to lock the vehicle. Inside, you're greeted with this great looking gray cloth interior with the very nice pattern in the center of the seat that runs all the way down the middle insert. And you'll also find the manual adjustments for the driver's seat, as well as the Corolla branded all-weather mats, which make them nice and easy to clean regardless of how dirty or wet they get. You've also got the trunk release here, and you've got a very spacious interior. So let's go ahead and hop inside and fire this vehicle up. The features inside this Corolla Hybrid start over here with the push button ignition. Simply put your foot on the brake and push the button to start the vehicle as long as the key is in the car. If you take a look over at the driver's side door panel, you'll find the controls for the power windows, locks, and mirrors that this vehicle comes equipped with. And you've also got an automatic driver's side window. Just below, you do have some additional storage in the door panel here. And if we take a look just to the right, you've also got the dimmer switch for the gauge cluster, as well as the buttons to toggle the automatic high beams, as well as the windshield wiper de-icers. Further to the right, you have the gas cap release. And if we take a look at the steering column here, you do have the manual adjustment for the tilt steering, which is a handy feature to get that steering wheel in the perfect position. If you take a look up top at the turn signal stalk, you'll notice that this vehicle does come equipped with automatic headlights, which is a very nice set it and forget it feature. And if we take a look at the steering wheel here on the left-hand side, we do have the buttons to navigate the screen in the center of the gauge cluster, and I'll show you what's included in that in just a moment. And of course, you also have the Bluetooth hands-free calling button, as well as the voice recognition button. And below, we also have the volume rocker. If you take a look up top here, you'll notice this massive screen, which displays the digital speedometer. And in the top right-hand corner, you do have the time. So let's go ahead and take a look through this screen here. You can see on the center of the screen here, the very left-hand side, we do have the distance to empty, as well as your fuel economy. We've also got the Eco score here, which can tell you all about your fuel economy as well as the hybrid status of the vehicle. If we scroll over to the next screen here, this is where you'll see the lane departure alert toggled on or off, and you'll also be able to check if the radar guided cruise control is on or off, and you'll be able to see the follow distance for that as you cycle through. The next screen over displays your trip distance and trip time, as well as your hybrid battery charging. And finally, you have the settings menu here for all of your safety features, including your lane trace assist, pre-collision system, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross traffic alerts. You've also got access to some additional vehicle settings through this menu here. Finally, you have a messages or warning screen, so that will display any relevant vehicle messages or warnings. Finally, at the bottom there, you do have the external temperature as well as the road conditions. If you take a look back at the steering wheel here on the right hand side, you do have the button to adjust the follow distance for the radar guided cruise control, as well as toggle your lane trace assist on and off. And you've also got the buttons for the cruise control here. Just below that, we also have the audio mode selector as well as the track selectors. And if we take a look in the center of the dash here, this is where you'll find that touchscreen infotainment system. In terms of audio options, you have your standard AM/FM radio, and you've also got options for USB and Bluetooth, so you can be sure that you can listen to your own audio regardless of what type of device you have. Take a look back here, you've also got options for your phone if you have that hooked up via Bluetooth as well as the projection. And in the bottom here, you do have some information including your energy monitor, which is a really cool and unique graphic that helps to display what's going on with the hybrid system. And you've also got some trip information in here as well. If we take a look back, you've also got some setup options through this menu here. And you can also access additional apps through that menu. Finally, if we pull this up, that will pull up your trip information as well. And of course, you've also got your audio and your phone if you have that hooked up. This is also where you'll find the backup camera that this vehicle comes equipped with. So put the vehicle in reverse and it'll pop up automatically. Just below that, we do have a couple of climate vents as well as the hazard lights. And below that, we have the climate controls for the vehicle. This is a single zone climate control vehicle, though it does come with heated mirrors for those cold winter days, and you've also got the air conditioning for those hot summer days. You've also got this Eco Heat Cool, which is a really cool feature to ensure that you're not draining any extra energy to use the climate system. Just below that, we have the controls for the 2-stage heated seats for both the driver and the passenger, as well as this nice cubby with the textured look to the back of it. And just below that, we have the drive mode button, as well as the traction control button, and we've also got the EV mode, which is a really cool feature, so you can drive this vehicle in fully electric mode by pressing that button there. As we continue down, of course, we do have the shifter, and just below that, we also have the parking brake. As we move down, we've also got a couple of cup holders here, and we've got this handy armrest here, which houses the USB plug-in as well as a 12-volt outlet. You've also got a nice carpeted bottom to the storage cubby here, which is a handy feature. If we take a look over at the passenger side footwell there, you'll find the same great all-weather mats. And as we move up, of course, you do have your standard glove box, and all the way up here you do have the passenger airbag warnings. If you take a look over the passenger side door panel, you'll find the controls for the power locks as well as the passenger side window, and the same great design. And finally, if we take a look up top here, you do have the interior lighting, and we've also got, of course, your standard visor, but you do have the slide out piece to ensure that you can block the sun regardless of the position, which is a really, really nice feature to have. So let's go ahead and hop out and take a look at some of the features in the rear of this vehicle. In back, you've got more of that very comfortable gray cloth seating, as well as plenty of legroom for the rear passengers. And you've also got the same great Corolla branded all-weather mats. Back here you'll also find a little handy storage cubby in the back of the center console. And you've also got this fold-out armrest for the rear passengers. It's a nice padded armrest, and you do have a couple of extra cup holders. These seats also do fold down in a 60-40 split if you have some additional cargo to store. And that's just done with the button up top here. You simply press that button, and you can fold the seats down to reveal some additional cargo space. With the seats folded down, you do have plenty of cargo space, and that extends all the way into the trunk. And if you take a look at the door panels here, you do have a little handy storage pocket there, as well as the switch for the rear windows, and some space underneath for some additional storage. So let's go ahead and take a look in the trunk of this vehicle. You'll find a very generous carpeted cargo area with plenty of space for any and all of your cargo. Of course, you also do have the standard carpet mats if you'd like to switch those out. And underneath, you do have all the tools to change your spare, and the spare is located just underneath there. That concludes this short video walk around, but you really have to drive this vehicle to appreciate it, so make sure you stop by Kelowna Toyota, located at 1200 Leadhead Road, or visit us online at KelownaToyota.com for more information. We look forward to seeing you soon.